Hello, my name is Prime, and welcome back to this episode of ATS Showcases, and today is very special because I am doing my first look of the Texas DLC for American Truck Simulator. I must say first, huge thank you to ATS Software for providing me with an early access build of the Texas DLC, and with that, as I just mentioned, it is an early access build, so if you see anything slightly off, that will be corrected in the final version. And if you haven't done so already, I would highly recommend adding the Texas DLC to your Steam Wishlist. That way you know exactly when it releases on the 15th. It's honestly hard to believe that I've got my hands on the Texas DLC after waiting so long for the release. It's finally here, and for today's delivery, we're just outside of San Antonio, and we're heading down to Corpus Christi, or just about, and we're hauling some cotton lint, as you may have been able to tell if you've got a keen eye on this Load King flatbed trailer. Of course, I'm driving the Western Star 57X because I can, so let's get this Western Star 57X started up and get on the road. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I certainly am. I am one happy Prime. Let's just say that, finally getting my hands on the Texas DLC. Once again, huge shout out to ATS Software for providing me the early access key. Without them, this all wouldn't be possible. That's, well, definitely a given. Let's talk about the Texas DLC, and may I just interrupt my own thought by saying this area is truly incredible. This is the Mary's Cotton delivery point here, just outside of San Antonio. Fields upon fields of cotton around here. What a truly incredible area. And of course, cotton, for those who don't know, is one of the new industry types, and cargo types for that matter, that is part of the Texas DLC, and I guess 1.46 update, but we'll get into that in just a second. Texas DLC, from my first impressions, which so far are very minimal. This is really the extent of my driving, other than just teleporting to the area. This is my extent of the Texas DLC so far. So as this journey continues, we'll be able to experience it together, which is really quite neat. So let's get on to the interstate here. Oh, that's a stop sign, not just a yield sign. Better watch myself there. Don't want to get in trouble. That would not be good at all. So let's go ahead, make a left here. I guess we're not technically getting onto the interstate yet. Kind of different roads around here. It's really quite nice. Different layouts and orientations for some of the interchanges. Very neat. We really haven't experienced too many of these different ones, so at least this. I don't recall another interchange kind of like that, where it splits basically like this. Oh, that's an invisible barrier. There we go. First one of the new DLC. Gotta get it out of the way quick because I'm not paying attention. Looking everywhere else. Big shock there. Here we go. Prime off to an amazing start. Big shock there. Already hit an invisible barrier on the new DLC. That should be a milestone. Way station already. This is gonna be an incredible first look, isn't it? Getting the full experience of the Texas DLC. Oh man, gotta love it. Gotta love it indeed. Oh, it's such a good DLC. That's not sarcastic either. It's actually really great. But oh man, wouldn't be a Prime Simulation episode without just a little bit of drama right off the start. At least we didn't get any damage. That would have just been over the top. Just saying. I may have even borderline just restart the episode if that would have happened. I may have just rage quit, but we're all good. No harm done. Let's stop here, get weighed, and continue along. 81,000 pounds. That sure is a lot. Look at this. Bit of a cover here too. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. See, something I've noticed well, I think it's common knowledge here, but the more recent states, especially now Texas, everything is so unique. I'm struggling to find, in my initial kind of floating around in the world, and of course this little bit I've been driving, any prefabs. Either ATS Software is amazing at hiding them, or I just haven't explored enough, which is probably a bit of both, to be honest. But it's truly incredible to see the different areas. Way stations unique in their own sense. Obviously the landscape is one in itself. That's just truly incredible. Let's just say that. I'm already blown away, and I don't even have a top of the line system to run it at its full potential. Well, what you're seeing is what I can do on my puny little 1650 that's in my computer, which I really gotta upgrade soon, just saying. But no, Texas looks truly incredible. For those who are wondering, I haven't noticed a performance hit so far. Now, keep in mind, if we do experience anything like that. Once again, it very well could be down to the early access build. As of recording this, we are basically directly 1 week away from official launch, so there's still plenty of time for tweaks to happen within the DLC itself, so keep that in mind. If you do notice anything that is kind of odd, don't worry about it. Odds are that will be fixed upon release. SEO Software is doing an incredible job at keep going through all the areas, and of course with us getting early access builds, we're giving feedback if there is anything that is, well, not quite right. Let's just say that. Haven't noticed anything yet, so I think we'll be pretty good. Let's talk about 1.46, because as of recording this, it has been just about a day since the release of 1.46 officially. What an amazing update. Obviously the precursor to here in the to the Texas DLC, I should say, but overall the features that it brings to American Truck Simulator, truly incredible. Lots of cool things. Of course, new trailers. We've got like the ownable chemical trailers. We've got a new area in Montana, which I covered plentiful in the open beta phase, which is now done. So if you are part of the beta, once your game is updated, feel free to opt right out. You'll be perfectly fine. No harm done. Once again, truly incredible update. I am more than happy with 1.46 and what it brought to the game. New features, obviously drive shaft torque, something that I actually wanted to and came into the game, which I don't know if I actually had an input on that. If the SEO Software saw it, love you guys anyways. But a slider for drive shaft torque came in during the update. I was over the moon, loved it. Able to just tone it down just a little bit. It's not completely off. You may still notice it here and there, but it's a bit more subtle for sake of recording videos. Just makes it a little bit easier to watch, at least in my opinion. And I do get motion sick IRL, so doing so in the game or doing so while recording wouldn't be very good for you guys if Prime gets sick while trying to do something he enjoys. So we're just not going there, and drive shaft torque had a slider added. I was more than happy. Tuned it to where I liked it. I'm very, very happy about that. Now let's talk more about Texas, because obviously that's the biggest thing, and I'll be doing plenty of content going around Texas, but one thing that I'm going to be doing next is a heavy haul, because there have been 7 brand new heavy haul routes, as far as I know 7, or maybe 9. It's one of the two. Check out the community post page on the Prime Simulation channel. I'll have the updated number on there, because actually, in all honesty, right after recording this video, I'm going to be putting that community post out. I'm just trying to get the recording done and going, because YouTube has its own methods of processing and its timeline is all over the place occasionally. So priority recording here and YouTube work, let's just say that. But that community post will say how many exactly. I believe it actually may be 9, because it is such a large DLC. And maybe it's only 7. I can't remember. I believe it's 9. I'm probably second guessing myself. I believe it's 9. We'll stick with that. That's my final answer. There's plenty of new routes. I know that. And I'll be doing at least, well, I'll be covering a lot of those obviously in the future, but definitely be doing one of those special transport routes in the next episode. That is my plan. Everything is bigger than Texas, and that's probably the best blog post to talk about it, about everything being bigger in Texas. So, once again, it's going to be truly incredible to do a heavy haul in Texas, wide open areas, well, at least hopefully wide open areas, and from what I could tell so far, looks really good. Now, something I have to say, thank you guys for mentioning to me, one of the last episodes that I did in the Western Star 57X, and maybe even the Freightliner Cascadia as well, because in 1.46 they changed, the SEO Software changed the infotainment area, and you may notice there's no speedometer there. Well, if I just moved left a little bit, there's a speedometer right by the speedometer. How handy is that? So thank you guys for pointing that one out, that the official speed limits are now on the dash of the trucks themselves, at least for the Freightliner Cascadia, Western Star 57X, and I believe the 49X as well, potentially. Once again, way station. We're going to hit all of them because this is a brand new state and I haven't gone through these roads yet. And, yeah, lovely. Tends to be a common theme with the covers on the way stations, but yet they're still different. Once again, lovely stuff. I think we actually have to weigh ourselves underneath the cover this time, yes, which is very, very cool. Stop at the scale once again. Let's see if we can nail this parking. I mean, I guess there's a lot of lenience here. Same weight as last time, as far as I know, which is probably a good thing. Hopefully we're not losing any cotton lint off the back. It's not flying. I'm not gonna lie. Potentially looks a little dodgy, the packaging. I won't say exactly because YouTube is picky on what I say, and any form of kind of not necessarily explicit, but just you just kind of read between the lines of what I'm trying to say. What's a common thing that could be hauled around in packaging that kind of looks like that, that may not be legal like anywhere? Yeah, good thing it's cotton though, so we don't have to worry about that. But I'm just saying, it's kind of funny. Not gonna lie, got it kind of funny packaging that was chosen. And I mean, it's realistic, but I kind of found that funny when I actually got the delivery itself. I didn't know what exactly the cotton lint would look like because the little image, I didn't know if it would just deceive me or not. Well, it didn't, and I do find that packaging actually kind of funny, considering we are in Texas, bordering a country, well, more or less bordering an area south of us that is known for some questionable materials. I actually find that kind of funny, but it's all good. We're hauling legal stuff, so it's all good, and hopefully YouTube doesn't have a hissy fit with that little segment, because that would be unfortunate. They shouldn't. It's all good. Nothing was said out of the ordinary. I think you guys know what I'm talking about anyways. Looks like we're almost done on the highway here. Didn't do a long delivery today. Mainly I just wanted to go through this area of Texas in particular, kind of the more central southern area, as much as that makes sense, because going around the other areas of the state in future episodes, I wanted to start kind of more around the heart and then work our way out and really kind of explore the different areas that Texas has to offer and how different. Oh man, we're just driving all over the place here. Crazy intersections around here I'm not used to yet. Get used to another state intersection and law design area, whatever. Gotta get used to stuff again. That's always lovely. New state, new exploration. Always gonna have chaos here on the channel. You guys should know that. You saw how the video ended or started, and who knows how it's gonna end, honestly, at this point. But I think we are getting close to our delivery point, and that guy just blew through the intersection. Interesting. I think he had a stop sign too. We gotta be mindful of that. Possibly a, not perfect thing. Oh, there's some windmills over there. Look at that. And a whole whack of cotton by the looks of it as well in the fields there. Lovely area. Let's get some cinematic shots here. Got to turn left here anyways. So I'll go ahead and put an indicator on. Decided to use the Load King trailers today. Been a while since I actually did a Load King trailer, and I was going to do the drop deck, but oddly enough, and I think I've mentioned this before, but maybe not. I don't know if it's just me, but the Load King trailers, at least the drop deck versions, if you own the Goodyear DLC, it doesn't actually work. The Goodyear tires aren't there, but the standard flatbed does. So I'm not quite sure, because I'm very picky. I, of course, had to go with the one that had the tire, so I completely changed my trailer idea to a certain degree, at least, just to make sure that my tires matched. That is what you call the peak of simulation gaming right there. And YouTube, and basically being a content creator, that's for sure. Being picky about uniformity for a virtual delivery. Pulling into, I think this is Mary's Farm once again. Yes, it is. Mary's Cotton, I guess I should say. Correct myself. Looks like Mary's Cotton is the common company around here, the monopoly of Texas cotton here in ATS, which is kind of funny. Let's see. I guess we're not... Oh, perfect. We've got plenty of room over here. We're not going to blindside reverse this thing. I've learnt from you guys very well, and make my life pretty easy. And we're going to come way down here, and we're going to hope that I can get this semi-okay. I don't know if I've got a steerable axle on this thing, and I left myself quite a bit of forgiveness on that side because I'm going to need it. Now there is another trailer. I've got to really cut this in now. Oh my word. No, not buying it. You know, I could have. Can I drive around the building? I'd love to know if I could drive around the building, because if I can, I would just drive around and then back in the other way. We're going to find this out. I don't know if I can. If so, I'm just going to spin around. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can. If I can, this is going to make my day. Maybe, possibly, non-legit. Is this going to be a barrier if I try and go off it? No, it's not. Well, we may be off-roading. Just slightly. Don't take out the pillar of something there, Prime. Be careful. Oh, you're hitting it anyways. Whatever. It's a rental trailer. It's fine. Totally not. I think now we are officially off-roading, my friends. I don't think we're supposed to be over here. Just exploring the Texas DLC to another level. Now we've got a trailer parked over here. Oh man, this delivery is gone to standard Prime Simulation standards. Make that whatever sense you want. Yeah, we're not supposed to be back here. Can we sneak out through there? I'm gonna do my best. I'm going to do my best. Watch out, Jeff. I don't want to hit you. Don't want to hit you at all. Let's see what we can do. Don't hit the building. I know I'm not interior. Oh, hit the horn by accident. Sorry about that, headphone users. Didn't mean to blast your brains out. Let's see. Can we squeeze through here? The non-official way to go around Mary's Cotton, that's for sure. But it works. And we managed to do it semi-legit, which is always good. I should have just spun around right off the bat and just kind of, gone basically straight here. That would have been the wise thing to do. But you live and you learn, especially when I'm trying to absorb everything. Keep commentary interesting. Interesting. There we go. Speak a little bit there, Prime. And let's try and get this thing reversed. I'm going to go into your review so you guys don't start yelling at me in the comments section. You guys are very polite down there, but so help me if I purposely back on the outside, you guys may lose it on me, and I would prefer if you didn't do that. So we're going to try and do this semi-legit, considering the rest of this episode has been questionable to this point anyways. So let's see if I can kind of keep my whatever reputation I have semi-okay. And there we go. Look at that. That's actually, you know what? Once I figured my life out, that was actually pretty good. Oh, the Texas DLC. I'm going to have so much fun on this DLC if you can't tell. Early access. Thank you, SCS Software, once again. You guys are absolute legends. It's an honor to be covering Texas early. Truly incredible DLC. Incredible state. Can't wait to explore it more. There's so much that the DLC offers, and I highly recommend that whenever the DLC does release, that you guys check it out for yourselves. It's honestly something that you could watch here, but if you have the means to be able to purchase the DLC, I don't honestly think you will regret it. There's so much in this DLC that I have to cover, and you'll see a lot before the DLC releases, and at least that's my goal. That way you guys can make the educated decision, really, if you want to purchase it or not. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.